Hello guys, hello. How is everybody? So if you guys have noticed, I've added a little thing to my avatar. Also, if you have noticed, I have not been around. I got sick. And I am still recovering. I guess there's this thing going around. I forget what it's called. Some sort of congestion chest thing. I don't know. But that is not what I was diagnosed with. Because I didn't go to my doctor until about 4 or 5 days later. And by then, I had pneumonia. So I am still recovering from that. And, yeah. I don't know if you can tell, but my voice is not exactly great right now. I'm still quite congested. I can only talk for so long before I start having a coughing fit. Little exertion activities here and there cause me to be out of breath pretty quickly. So I am recovering. But every day I am getting better. I am on antibiotics. That kind of thing. No, it's not. And right now I'm actually kind of sort of struggling with a little bit of a headache. I don't know why, but it is part of the whole thing. I ran a fever for like a day, but it was like a low grade fever. And it went away. But everything else has kind of stayed. Yeah. So that's why I haven't been here, guys. I had made plans for the month of May. I fully intended to have Dragon Age Origins completed by the end of the month. So that June I could start Dragon Age 2. That is not going to happen. I also can't laugh very much because it causes a coughing fit. Which is really hard for me, especially when I'm streaming. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the music down just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's laughing on stream is really hard for me, because I have a good time, playing the games and chatting with everybody and stuff. So it's hard to not laugh, but I can't laugh. Like, I can, but it causes problems. So, yeah. Everyone in my family got sick. Everyone, including my kids. But I and my mother-in-law were the only two that caught pneumonia, which is good, which is fortunate. It would really suck if we had all ended up with pneumonia. My boys are doing much better. They've recovered faster, probably because they're younger, so they recovered faster. So yeah, 2024 has been challenging, to say the least, for me and my family. The first time that I took a break from streaming, we had lost a loved one. Very sudden and very tragic, in a very, very tragic way. It's hard to talk about. It's still hard to talk about. So then, going through the grieving process and everything, and then trying to get over that hump, I, struggled with my mental health for a while. And so then I get over that hump, and I get physically sick. So, yeah, the first half of 2024 has been something. I don't know how everybody else's 2024 is going. I hope that it's going well for all of you. But for me, it's been interesting. It's been one thing after another. And the plans that I made for streaming have not entirely panned out. So when I do start streaming again, we're gonna focus again on Baldur's Gate 3 and Dragon Age Origins. I'd like to try to get those 2 games finished as soon as possible. Another thing that I will say about streaming is so in the process of this whole illness, you know, I had coughing, I had chest congestion, nasal congestion. I was literally congested everywhere that I could be congested. And in the process of doing all the coughing and blowing my nose and stuff like that and sneezing, I somehow managed to pop a blood vessel in one of my eyes. So a third of my right eye is bloody. It is filled with blood. Yay. So it's actually kind of scary looking, and I freaked out because it's never happened to me before. I've never experienced anything like that in my life. This illness was also something that was a first for me. Is the first time that I ever really, I've really thought I was going to end up in the hospital. It was that bad. I've never felt that way before. I never, like, obviously I've gotten sick. I've had COVID. I've had the flu and, you know, strep throat and stuff like that. But, none of that ever made me feel like I needed to go to the hospital. So this was a first for me. This has been a kind of a new experience in many ways. And then on top of that with my eye. So I will not be on camera until my eye heals. So you guys know that. So when I do come back to streaming, which I'm not going to stream this week, I'm only doing this today because I wanted to catch everyone up. I wanted to fill everyone in, and I wanted everyone to know that I haven't disappeared and that I am still alive. But that I am very sick, and I am healing, and I'm doing better every day, but it is a struggle, and I can only do short spurts of talking. So, yeah. But as for me being on camera, because of my eye, I will not be on camera until that heals. I'm told that it takes anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks to heal. If it takes any longer than that, I'm definitely going back to my doctor, but hopefully I'll be fine. I'm not in any kind of pain. It's not irritated or anything, so it should heal just fine. Well, thank you, King. I appreciate that. So yeah, I there's a part of me that's just like, I just want to get back to normal. I want to get back to my normal. I want to start streaming again. I want to start playing the games that I play. I had plans for May. I was actually going to bring back SWTOR in May, and I was going to start playing some ESO this month because the expansion comes out in June, and I wanted to be prepared for that. I may still do that depending on how I feel next week. We still have another 2.5 weeks left of the month. So if I'm feeling better next week, when I start streaming, I may start streaming. I may add SWTOR and ESO to the game plan. But I have to play it by ear right now. I can't make any promises on anything. Because I just don't know. I don't know how this is gonna I don't know how this is gonna turn out. But I want to get back to streaming. I want to get back to my normal with you guys and chatting and everything. And as for YouTube, yeah, the only videos I'll be posting right now are the Mass Effect Let's Play right now. Because for obvious reasons I haven't been able to stream. So Yeah. And even if I didn't stream, even just recording a video right now is just really tough for me to do. I had other plans for my YouTube channel. I was planning on making a video on the Fallout games, on Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, and never got around to it because I got sick. I plan to do it in the future, but it's not gonna happen anytime soon because I gotta make sure I can have my voice back, you know. So yeah. And sometimes you gotta put your health priority over games, you know. It is what it is. And then I haven't really been able to log into most of my games at all. Like, I was able to finish, I don't know if you guys knew, but I was able to finish Mass Effect 3 for my Let's Play. And I had to re-record it, and I had to redo the voiceover for the last episode, and that's when I first started getting the cough. And, you know, but it was mild, but I don't know if people will hear it. I heard it when I was editing it. Just like the first hint of my voice being different. You know, like, I had planned on having Dragon Age Origins finished by the end of the month. I don't know if that's gonna happen. And obviously Baldur's Gate 3, because I'm in Act 3. And Act 3 is wicked long. We're starting to get little tidbits of news here and there about Dreadwolf. And I think it's coming out at the end of the year. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what's happening. And you know, so that was my plan, was to have the games, the first 3 finished. But, you know, if I don't finish, I don't finish. You know what I mean? Like, I can't you make plans with your schedule, and you plan to stream this and you plan to stream that, but then life has a really funny way of, like, throwing wrenches in your plans. And then the next thing you know, shit hits the fan. And I gotta watch my laughing, but and then the plans don't happen the way you want them to happen, you know. Yeah. Yeah, we're hopefully getting some news on June 7th. But I've heard some tidbits here and there from some YouTube channels that I watch about Dragon Age, talking about how it looks like it's on the roster for the end of the year. But like I said, let's wait until BioWare comes out and says it themselves, you know. But I really do think that it might happen by the end of the year. Anyway, and guys, I really hope that you guys have a really great day, and I hope that you guys are healthy, and I hope that your life is going okay, and all that kind of good stuff. Anyway, guys, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. And thank you for hearing me out. And I will try to be back next week. Again, I'll keep you posted in Discord, and I'll let y'all know. But until then, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week. And I'm going to say this because it's, I need to say this. It's after one of my favorite movies when I was younger. Be excellent to each other. If you guys know the reference for that, let me know. Be excellent to each other. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.